following is a special presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
I got love for the game, so I had to write a verse. So pressure D, run your set play. It's not my crossover and my fadeaway J. I think not because my game is nasty. Throw it to the post and I won't let it pass me. You can't hold me, block me, or block me. Try to double team and you still can't stop me. I think quick when I smash. Catch the rock, then I smash. Number one on ESPN. You can go home and check that replay again. My train's money here, nothing but net. I practice all day and play hard for respect from the Jets. The alley-oops I own the sleep. This is where the game is played, the NBA. I showed you once, I showed you twice that my J is nice, so respect my game. I showed you post, but I love to fly, make the crowd volume high, so respect my game. I showed you how to break down the D and shoot the three, so respect my game. I showed you how the ball is played in the NBA, so respect this game.
It's the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. Welcome aboard. We begin with the Hornets, who got the victory to move to 5-0 on the year. Up in the phone booth, we had the Mavericks win by 9. Orlando came away from this one with a win. The Bucks get their second win of the year. Detroit came away victorious. In Cleveland, we had the Nuggets win by 1. Sacktown came away victorious. The Jazz get their third win of the year. Atlanta came away from this one with a win. And finally, we had the Grizzlies win by 18. And now it's time to give out our double clutch awards. C-Webb was the man. You need a leader out there on the court, and he was more than willing to take on that role. Some games you just don't have it. It's almost like there's a lid on the rim. So just pass the ball, dog. Allen Houston made a lot of mistakes today. This game's going to sting a little bit, but he'll be back. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time right here on ESPN. It's game time. This is Kevin Frazier giving you the lowdown. The Spurs come in looking for their third win. Tim Duncan is going to show you why NBA stars shine the brightest. Hey, close your eyes, because when he lights you up, it could blind you. They'll be matched up against the Lakers. Kobe is another one of those great players out on the floor. Put the rock in his hands, he's going to make things happen. Lakers, Spurs. It's about to get serious.
Hello, everybody. It's nearly game time here at the SBC Center in San Antonio. I'm Bob Fitzgerald here with Tom Tolbert. And, Tom, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here. And you got to tell us who's going to be the two key players.
Fitz, here's someone we need to take a look at. Tim Duncan is a player we're going to have to keep our eyes on. It's not too often you see someone who's got the complete package. On the other side, you've got another superstar. Kobe Bryant is the man, and there's no doubt about it. They can't win if he doesn't have a superior effort.
Thanks, Tommy. Time to jump it up and let's get going. Spurs control the opening tip, and we'll get this one started. To Parker. He's doubled up. Bowen puts it up. The Spurs turn it over. Passes it way up court. To Malone. Here comes the double team. The first bucket of the game is canned by Malone.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
Parker has it. To Bowen. Bowen lets it go from 7 feet out. Misses the jumper. Loose inside after the block by Fox. To Duncan. Duncan puts it up inside. No doubt about it.
That 10 to 14 footer can be more difficult than it looks sometimes. Nice follow through.
The Lakers are at the controls. To Fox. He's double teamed. The layup was finished by Fox.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
He can't complete the three-point play. Rebounded by Duncan. Fakes. To Nesterovic. Denies it.
Watch him come out of nowhere and swat that baby. Nice.
To Duncan. Bowen takes a wide open shot. Hits it.
You don't see many players around the league with that kind of range.
The Lakers have the ball and are down 1. Payton sizing up his man. To Bryant. He's doubled up. Kobe shoots from the post. Not this time.
Great scorers never met a shot they didn't like. I'm sure that miss is not going to slow him down.
The 7-footer was buried by Ginobili.
That's his shot right there. Well, actually, that should be anybody's shot when you're shooting it in so close.
To Malone. Here comes the double team. Deflected, and it's hauled in by Nesterovic. Parker crosses over. Parker is called for the charge, and that is his first foul of the game.
You can't plow over people like that and expect to get away with it.
To Bryant. He's double teamed. It's knocked away. The Lakers will get this one back. Malone, one-on-one. To Shaq. Grabbed by Fox. He's double teamed. 5 on the shot clock. Pretty put-back dunk by Malone.
That was a nice finish there.
The Spurs have the ball in a 1-point lead. To Bowen. Now by Duncan. Duncan goes to the drop step. The 13-footer is missed by Duncan.
He tried the fadeaway to get it over the defender, but he couldn't sink it.
Here comes the double team. To Shaq. Grabbed by Malone. To Fox. Fox glides in. Puts too much on it. To Ginobili. Bowen sails in.
That was an excellent play. Watch the job he does here.
Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. To Malone. Fox goes glass. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the strike. Nesterovic will sit down to avoid further foul trouble. He gets the first of 2. He's off on the second. Rebounded inside by Duncan. To Ginobili. Bowen takes a quick shot. Not a doubt.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
We've got a 4-point ball game. To Fox. He's doubled up. Kobe glides in. To Bowen. Bowen sails in. Gets the front rim.
This is something I don't say very often. He missed a layup. A layup.
Swatted away. And that's his first block of the game.
That's great team defense right there, Fitz. Everyone has to do their part to keep the ball from going in the hole.
To Ginobili. Pass left wing. To Rose. Duncan is asking for it in the post. The shot clock shows 5. Ginobili shoots with the clock winding down. A rare rebound by Fox. To Malone. Malone with the shot. No dice from the post. The Lakers keep shooting blanks here in the first quarter. Rose uses the glass. Rejected. And it's pulled in by Malone.
I think he underestimated his defender that time, Fitz. I don't think it'll happen again. If it's ESPN basketball, you know we're going to give you the best replays.
Parker has the ball. To Ginobili. Kobe made the nab back there and records his first steal.
Now that's the way you intimidate a ball handler, Fitz. Stare him down and just take it from him.
Shaq unloads from 10 feet out. Ripped down inside by Bowen. Money on the jump shot.
Once he gets inside, he can pretty much do whatever he wants. He's that good in close, Fitz.
The Lakers take it up court with a narrow deficit, 13-11. To Malone. Here comes the double team. Shaq is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. Can't sink the first. He misses them both. Gets the offensive board. To Bryant. Kobe with the crossover. Misfired from the left block by Bryant.
They call that defensive intimidation. They did everything but get the block.
The Spurs get the basket. They now lead by 4.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Slammed down by O'Neal.
He wasn't fooling around on that one. He threw it down with some authority.
The Spurs have the lead here, 15-13. Parker releases from the stripe, controlled by Bryant.
The height advantage really comes into play here. It's just too easy when you have that many inches on your defender.
The Spurs work it up court. Skip to Bowen. To Ginobili. Bounce to Bowen. Bowen lets it go from the wing. Not there for him.
His mid-range game is on the mediocre side, so he's gonna miss his share of those.
Dumps it off. To Malone. He's double-teamed. Malone is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Duncan will sit down to avoid further foul trouble. He can't get the first. He misses them both. An extra effort rebound by Ori. To Ginobili. Pass to the paint. Parker shoots from the paint. Nice rebound by the 19-year man out of Louisiana Tech. Tried to lay it in right, but no good by Bryant. The putback was drained by Malone. Just under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Fakes the pass. Received by Rose. To Bowen. Pump fakes. To end the drought. Off the mark. Bowen needs to play more within himself here in the first quarter. The Lakers are on a 10-4 run here. To Fox. Peyton, high off the glass.
Watch him use his ball handling and footwork to keep the defender off balance. Now that's how you attack the rim.
Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. To Ginobili. Rose uses the drop step. Couldn't stop the run there, and a miss by Rose. Shaq sends the shot out of bounds. Nice block. Bowen will leave the floor. Fox will come off the floor. Deflected, the steal, and that's his first takeaway of the game. The Spurs take it up court, but they're losing 21-15. To Mercer. Pass caught by Turkoglu. Batted away. The Spurs track it down and get control. Nothing but net by Turkoglu.
Nice basket to keep this one close early on. You don't want to let this game get away from you.
And the Lakers work it up. They're shooting 47% from the floor. To Bryant. He's doubled up. He's double teamed. Kobe releases, tickles the twine.
Some players get the ball in their hands and look at it like it's a foreign object. What do I do with it? Well, this isn't one of those guys.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter. To Mercer. Mercer pulls the trigger from the high post.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. To Shaq. He's doubled up. Shaq is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get two from the line. Malone will head to the bench. Can't sink the first. He misses them both. Hauled down by Rose. To Mercer. Mercer takes it in, banks it in. The Lakers bring it up court and are up a deuce. Fisher with the finger roll, and we have a foul. Rose will come out of the game because of foul trouble. Shaq will come off the floor. He can't get the first. He misses them both. Rebounded inside by Ori. To Turkoglu. Right wing pass. Ori is looking for the ball. Turkoglu commits the charge in. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes you just got to sacrifice your body, but when you draw the charge, it's all worth it.
Kobe uses the glass.
He's not settling for jumpers right now, and that's what I like. Once he gets started, it was rim or bust.
Parker can pick up assist number 5 this trip down the floor. To Mercer. Lob to Turkoglu. Turkoglu puts it up from 11. A rare rebound by Grant. Dunks it home.
He went with the one hand and flushed it down.
The Spurs with the ball, and they trail by 6. To Mercer. A fake pass there. Caught by Turkoglu. Turkoglu goes to the drop step. There's the steal.
That's the ultimate steal right there. If you're not going to take care of the ball, someone's going to take it from you.
The J was missed by Fisher.
When you get inside and come away empty, you're always a little angry at yourself. Or a lot angry at yourself.
To Turkoglu. Swatted, and it's sent out of bounds. To Parker. Ori takes the shot from the elbow. Good.
I like his composure. It's not always easy to gather yourself and nail those short J's.
Fisher brings it up. Kobe takes it in. It's rejected, and that's his first block of the game. Parker takes it up, and he's got 5 assists. To Turkoglu. Nabbed by Willis. To Ori. Dumps it off. 6 seconds to shoot. Ori gets aggressive.
Check out the nice assist on this one. Now that's how you set up a dunk.
.20 seconds here in the first quarter. To George. Grabbed by Fisher. Fisher sails in. Rolls it off the short side of the rim, then in.
When you are that small and that quick, you're going to present some matchup problems.
To Ori. Ori shoots from the post. Money on the jump shot. The 3 ball. Can't get the buzzer beater. There's the horn, and we've got a tight one. At the end of one, it's 29-27. George throws it in to start the second. To Cook. Here comes the double team. Grant glides in, hits back rim, and gets a nice bounce.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
Parker steps back to Turkoglu. The inside fadeaway was off by Turkoglu. The Spurs connect and now trail only by a basket.
You gotta like how he ripped that one off the offensive glass.
To George. George, one-on-one. George from inside, ripped down inside by Willis. Knocked off course, and the Spurs touched it last right before it went out of bounds. Kobe shoots from the top of the key.
Watch him stand toe-to-toe with the defender and nail his jumper right in his mug.
The Spurs can cut into the lead with a basket here. To Mercer. Duncan wants the ball. Duncan uses the drop step. Duncan is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. He can't get the first. It's ripped down by Cook. We've got a 4-point ball game. Lob to Bryant. Kobe backs up. The shot clock shows 5. Kobe is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get 2 from the line.
You can't argue with that call. That's an obvious foul.
Sinks the first of 2. He's off on the second. Plucked out of the sky by Duncan. To Turkoglu. Turkoglu takes off.
Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
The Lakers have the ball in a small lead, 34-31. To Grant. Pass cross court. Grant wants the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Cook gets it right back after the block. Book that post shot by Cook.
That was a nice finish there.
The Spurs have the ball. Parker with the finger roll. Fouled hard, and he'll take a trip to the line.
My goodness, that guy just mugged him out there. That's a misdemeanor in 30 states.
He gets the first of 2. He's off on the second. Rebounded inside by Cook. Fakes. To George. George glides in. Bounces this one way up there, then through.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
The Spurs have it, but are behind, 38-32. To Duncan. Nice shot, but what an assist by Parker.
You don't get a lot of clean looks like this, so when you do, you have to take advantage.
Cook takes it in, gently drops it in.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
Just over 9 minutes here in the second quarter. To Mercer. Out on the right. 7 on the shot clock. To Parker. The ball's loose. The Spurs recover it. The J was off the mark by Mercer.
His low post game isn't anything to write home about, so it's not surprising to see him clank that one. Ooh, watch the great job he does positioning himself for this dunk. Once he was up there, he just went up and boom, flushed it.
The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 48% from the floor. Dumps it off. Duncan releases. He's off from 17.
Just couldn't sink that one, and you know he would have loved to drop that mid-range J.
Pass caught by Fisher. To Bryant. He's doubled up. Here comes the double team. 7 on the shot clock. On the mark by Bryant.
With that shot, they've got a nice cushion for themselves on the scoreboard.
Turkoglu has the rock. To Parker. Parker takes a step back. The step back J was dropped in by Parker.
To go inside and make plays like that is the name of the game.
The Lakers could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. To George. He's double teamed. Caught by George. For a double-digit lead. No dice from long range. Knocked off course. The Lakers will retain possession.
Substitution from the Lakers.
To George. George releases from the stripe. Yes.
The Lakers are shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
Now by Mercer. To Mercer. 5 on the shot clock. To cut it to single digits. The defensive rebound by Malone. Here comes the double team. Splits it with a pass. He's doubled up.
Talk about earning a replay. This one's definitely worth another look-see.
Parker works it up, and he's got 8 assists. To Turkoglu. Picked off. And that's his first takeaway of the game. To Bryant. Kobe sails in. And we have a foul.
That gap on the scoreboard is getting larger here in the second. You may want to start doing things a little differently.
sinks the first of two. Ripped down by Nesterovic.
Double-digit ball game.
To Duncan, swatted, and it's loose inside. Payton swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game. Kobe looks to break his man down. Textbook crossover and bucket by Bryant.
Kobe Bryant is in control this quarter. The buckets are coming quick and easy for him.
The Spurs head into the front court. To Ginobili. To stop the drought, misses the jumper.
When you settle for that kind of a shot, you've failed on offense. Failed miserably, I might add.
Kobe takes a step back. Kobe goes glass, hammered, and he'll go to the line. Fox comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Can't sink the first. Easily rebounded by Duncan.
The Spurs will take a timeout here.
Just under 6 minutes here in the second quarter. To Ginobili. Outside pass. Grabbed by Carter. Carter pulls the trigger from the high post. Nice rebound by the 19-year man out of Louisiana Tech.
Once he got inside on this one, there was no doubt about it. You better run for cover.
And the Spurs are in trouble here. 53-36.
Duncan.
Windmills. That's blocked. Payton off the glass. Gets the lay-in. The Spurs take it up. They're shooting 43% from the floor. Back to Carter. To Duncan. Duncan takes it in. Scores his 8th point of the period. He has a total of 12 so far.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
And the Lakers bring it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. Payton double clutches. It falls.
The Spurs will take a timeout here.
Timeout, Spurs.
Carter brings it up. Skip to Ginobili. To Duncan. Intercepted. Passes it way up court. Floats it up. Kobe, 20 points by the 8-year man out of Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
The Lakers are just like sharks on the inside today, and they smell blood.
Carter off the glass. Deflected. Rebounded inside by Payton.
The Spurs with the ball, but they're down double digits.
Pump fakes to end the drought.
That's old school basketball right there. The pump fake. You know why it's old school? Because it works.
Passes it way up court. Here's the break. For the finish, big bucket by the 12-year man out of Louisiana State.
When you run the fast break correctly, it is a thing of beauty.
The Spurs
Have the rock. Dumps it off. Duncan puts it up from 11. Hits it.
Superstars make plays on both ends of the court, plain and simple.
Passes it way up court. To Bryant. Kobe crosses it over. Here comes the double team. Malone gets it right back after the block. Kobe uses the glass, lays it right in.
This quarter has just belonged to this guy. He's putting on an offensive display.
Just over 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Now by Bowen. Bowen takes a turnaround J. Hits it.
No, that was a nice turnaround right there. The D had no idea which way he was going.
And the Lakers with a comfortable margin here. 65-46. To Payton, and that's his first takeaway of the game.
Nice pick, Fitz. He knew where the pass was going before it was thrown.
To Nesterovich. He's doubled up. Duncan raises up, puts too much on it. Swatted away, and it's controlled by Duncan. It took them 3 tries, but finally made by Duncan.
Maybe that basket can help spark them on the defensive end, because that's what's letting them down right now.
Kobe brings it up, and he's 4 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. To Bryant. Kobe goes with the crossover. Kobe
Is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Duncan will sit down to avoid further foul trouble.
sinks the first of 2. He gets them both.
Double-digit ball game.
To Willis. Received by Bowen. To Bowen. Bowen glides in.
And it's worthy of a second look.
Just over 2 minutes here in the second quarter.
2 minutes.
To Shaq. Payton is called for charging, and that is his first foul of the game.
That's how you play defense. He saw exactly where the play was going and got in the way.
Kobe
Will come off the floor.
to Nesterovich. You don't see that often, but some elevation there by Nesterovich.
He's not going to throw down the flashiest dunks. All he cares about is getting the deuce.
George works it up. He's shooting 60% from the floor. To Shaq. He's double teamed.
Malone, with a great feed, picks up his 6th assist.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
Carter brings it up, and he's got 5 assists. To Carter. Carter shoots from the post. Not a doubt.
Sometimes you're going to be at a height disadvantage. You just got to roll with it and knock down the J like he did that time.
The Lakers fall in a double-digit lead.
Payton with the crossover. Payton sails in. Straight through off the crossover.
First the crossover and then the finish. How are you going to stop that?
And the Spurs take it up. They're shooting 50% from the floor. To Nesterovich. To Nesterovich. Caught by Carter. 6 seconds to shoot. Willis fired from the post. No good. With the denial. And gathered by Malone.
That was great timing, Fitz. He just has a knack for getting his hand in the way at just the right time to get those rejections. Great play. Let's see that one from a different angle.
.29 seconds here in the second quarter. To Bowen. Fakes the pass. The dunk was rim rattled in by Willis.
No soft serve for this guy. When he throws it down, he throws it down hard.
Payton, with a bucket here, he can get his 10th point of the game.
The shot from the post missed by O'Neal.
You usually only have a few options once he gets the ball inside, and they're all bad. Great job to shut him down.
Shaq got his hand on that shot and blocked it out of bounds. Carter puts it up off the inbound. Money on the jump shot.
If you're going to put the pressure on an inbounds play, those are the kinds of easy buckets you're going to give up.
Pass caught by Fox. The lay-in was cashed in by Fox. Carter hurls it from about three-quarter court. No way, no how. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The score, 75-58. Now that we have a little breather, Tom is going to give us the stat breakdown with Game Track. Take it, Tommy.
Thanks, Fitz. The Lakers have had the better look so far, and you can see that in the field goal percentage difference. I like their chances in the second half if they can keep the offense rolling.
That wraps it up for Game Track. We'll get the storyline to you right at the end of the ball game. throws it in to start the third. To Malone. Dumps it off. Shaq goes up. Knocked off course. To Duncan. Duncan goes for the drop step.
Roll that replay, please. I gotta see this one again.
The Lakers work it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. Payton is called for the charge, and that will be his second foul of the game.
You can't plow over people like that and expect to get away with it.
And the Spurs have the ball but are way back there. 75-60. Parker takes the quick shot. Good.
Gets his feet set and knocks down the shorty.
Just over 11 minutes here in the third quarter. To Fox. Shaq goes glass. Rejected hard. The Lakers will keep it after it's knocked out of bounds. Seven on the shot clock. Dumps it off. Shaq lets it go from 7 feet out. Denied. Hauled down by Nesterovic. Pump fakes. Parker with a crossover. Parker tries the spin move. Parker goes with the fadeaway. Plucked out of the sky by O'Neal. Blows the layup. To Fox. The tough shot. Easily rebounded by Duncan. Deflects the pass. The Spurs get it back. The Spurs will turn it over. Just over 10 minutes here in the third quarter. To Malone. Received by Bryant. To Payton. Clock down to 6. Malone shoots it. Doesn't get it all the way there.
To put it mildly, this team's having a lot of problems scoring right now. Here's an idea. Whatever you're doing, do the opposite.
Parker is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. The Lakers take it up court, and they're leading 75-64. To Shaq. A fake pass there. Passed outside. To Shaq. Pass caught by Fox. To end the drought.
Good-looking play coming up here.
Parker is at the controls. To Bowen. Wing pass. 7 on the shot clock. Ginobili crosses it over. They didn't get the shot off in time. They'll turn it over. Just under 9 minutes here in the third quarter. To Bryant. Shaq is looking for the ball. Shaq uses the drop step.
Fox is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
Can't sink the first. Plucked out of the sky by Duncan. The Spurs have the ball but are trailing 77-64. Went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Bowen. The bucket down low was made by Nesterovic.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Off the front rim and missed by Bryant.
They took the first shot they had, and I don't think it was a good one.
The lead is cut to single digits by Ginobili.
That was a nice finish there.
Just over 8 minutes here in the third quarter. To Fox. He's doubled up. Shaq gets airborne.
Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
The Spurs are on a 10-4 run here.
To Ginobili. Inside. Parker glides in. Gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 9 in the game.
This guy is so quick. He's the only person I know that can break his shadow's ankles.
And the Lakers would love to extend their lead this trip down.
Here comes the double team. For a double-digit lead. It's loose. And the Lakers get control. The bucket was drained and the lead is pushed to double digits by O'Neal.
With that shot, they've got a nice cushion for themselves on the scoreboard.
Parker takes it up and he's got 9 points. Parker scores his 8th point of the period. He has a total of 11.
He has a little quickness advantage on his man, and he exploited it.
Dumps it off. Shaq gains some altitude. Cashes in for a double-digit ball game.
Not a surprise to see him going through another one down. He's been doing it all game.
The Spurs with the ball, but they're down double digits.
To Parker. Fakes the pass. Bowen sails in.
Sinks it and now has 15.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
The Lakers have the rock. To Fox. Now left side. Kobe pops it up from 19 feet. A rare rebound by Bowen. The Lakers can't throw it on the ocean here in the third quarter. To Bowen. Bowen launches from beyond the arc. Not there for him.
You can't force those threes when you're down, Fitz. Every possession is valuable.
To Payton. Payton takes the shot.
One more time. Check this out.
Parker
With an assist here, he'll have 10 assists on the night.
to Ginobili. Knocked off course. And it's loose inside. And the Lakers were the last ones to get a piece of it before it headed out of bounds. To Duncan. Duncan high off the glass. Duncan 18 points by the 7-year man out of Wake Forest.
This is the kind of guy you hate guarding. Very active and always capable of scoring on you.
Payton takes it in. Kisses it off the glass and in.
This guy is flat out rolling. And when you're rolling like that, you just keep on firing.
Parker
Is just an assist shy from a double-double.
short shot and missed by Bowen.
Bowen on the mark, he now has 17.
The Spurs, they're having their way on the inside, Fitz, but they need to keep it up and raise their intensity on D.
9-point ball game.
To Shaq. Shaq with the windmill. Count it. And he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
What a great job here. Jumps up, takes the contact, and has enough concentration to put the ball in the hole.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Parker spins. Grabbed by Ginobili. Ginobili sails in. Bullseye off the drop.
This guy will surprise you every now and then with that crossover dribble, and that's exactly what happened on this play.
Just over 5 minutes here in the third quarter. For a double-digit lead, 14 rebounds by the 7-year man out of Wake Forest.
That's nice. Let's see that one again from another angle.
Payton takes it up. He's shooting 75% from the floor. To Shaq. Here comes the double team. Shaq
Sinks his 20th point of the game.
The big fella is in control this quarter. The buckets are coming quick and easy for him.
Parker brings it up, and he's got 11 assists. Swatted away, and that's his 5th block of the contest.
Inside or outside, it doesn't matter. This guy will gobble up your shots.
To Malone. He's doubled up. Fox takes it in.
Malone makes a beautiful dish, and he's got 7 assists.
The Spurs bring it up. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Fakes. He's double teamed. To cut it to single digits. Nice rebound by the 19-year man out of Louisiana Tech. To Peyton. Now by O'Neal. Shaq gets some air. Buries number 22.
Nothing special there. Well, for about 3% of the population. For the rest of us, oh, that was very special.
The Spurs take it up. They're shooting 33% from beyond the arc. Parker now has 10 points this period. He's got 13 in the game. To Fox. Grab by Malone. To Shaq. 7 on the shot clock. 11-footer was bricked by O'Neal.
Those are free throws for most players in practice. It's a much tougher shot when the real game starts.
Can't cut the lead to single digits. Off the mark by Nesterovic.
When you're in that close, you have to convert.
Peyton glides in. It's blocked. And it's loose inside. Peyton gets it right back after the block. Malone shoots from the post. Ripped down inside by Duncan. Parker releases from the stripe. Not this time. Deflected.
Substitution for the Spurs. Substitution for the Lakers.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. The Lakers ball in a double-digit lead. George puts it up inside.
We got to take a look at this one again. It's all about making plays.
Carter heads up court. To Willis. Willis releases with no one near him. Hits it.
He doesn't have a great inside game, but everyone looks good when nobody's guarding you. There had to be a breakdown somewhere.
He's doubled up. To Shaq. Here comes the double team. Caught by Walton. 7 on the shot clock. To Shaq. Shaq takes it in. Drops in his 14th point in this period. He has a total of 24 so far.
The Lakers are shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
The tough shot is missed by Duncan.
Good scorers have short-term memory. If you stopped the game and asked him about that last shot, he'd say, "What shot?"
To Malone. Left side pass. To Walton. The shot clock shows 5. Now by O'Neal. Peyton shoots with the clock winding down. Can't get the 3 to fall. The offensive rebound was capitalized by Malone.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
Just over a minute here in the third quarter. To Turkoglu. Turkoglu unloads from 10 feet out. Swatted. It's ripped down by Walton. The Spurs take it up court but are down large. 103 to 87. Received by Willis. Pump fakes. Mercer with the crossover.
If you get the defender in the air, you'll get the basket. Just like, if you build it, they will come.
Cook looks fresh coming back on the floor. He completes the three-point play. The Lakers have it, and they're on an 8-3 run. To Walton. Pass caught by Fisher. The shot clock shows 5. Now by George. Poor shot selection and a biffed 3 by George.
He's not helping out his team when he's taking those shots, and everybody knows it.
Walton got the block on that one and stopped the play cold. Shaq gets up, and we have a foul. can't get the first. Controlled by Duncan. Carter heaves this one from half court. A rare rebound by Fisher. We're at the end of the third, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 103-90. Mercer throws it in to start the fourth quarter. To Turkoglu. Turkoglu pulls the trigger from the high post.
That's what the replay is here for. Checking out plays like this.
The Lakers work it up court. Fisher glides in, kisses it off the glass.
Those little guys can drive you nuts. If you let up for just 1 second, they'll be right by you.
Carter works it up. He's shooting 33% from the floor. To Duncan. Fades. Not there for him. Willis raises up, drains it from the paint.
The Spurs bench is doing its part, Fitz, but they need their starters to step up and help make a game out of this.
Here in the fourth quarter. Fisher wants it down low. They get it to him. George sizing up his man. Floats it up. Great shot by the 5-year man out of Augsburg, Minnesota.
That shot's a little out of his comfort zone, but the D was playing off him so much, he had to take it.
The Spurs with control, but are down here, 107-94. Book that last layup by Carter. To George. Cook sails in, hits the front iron and in.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
The Spurs work it up. They're shooting 48% from the floor. To Duncan. Duncan goes with the fadeaway. Automatic.
You have to hit a few of those mid-range ones like that before the D starts taking you seriously.
And the Lakers work it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. To Cook. Cook takes it in.
We certainly can't let this one go by without taking another look.
Just under 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter. To Turkoglu. It's stolen.
Smart read by the defender there, Fitz. He saw what was going down and jumped out to pick the pass off.
A fake pass there. To Cook. Shaq windmills, stuffs it home.
Everyone knows he can throw it down with the best of them.
Carter with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. Carter shoots from 13 feet out. Money on the jump shot.
He definitely took a big gamble with the mid-range shot, but it paid off.
To Cook. He's double teamed. The one-handed jam by Cook.
These guys are showing no mercy right now.
Carter works it up, and he's got 10 points. To Duncan. Dumps it off. Turkoglu goes glass, gets the lay-in.
The Spurs are having their way on the inside, Fitz, but they need to keep it up and raise their intensity on D.
Just over 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Cook puts it up. No good from 11.
You look up ugly in the dictionary, and there'll be a freeze frame of that shot.
To Willis. He's double teamed. The inside shot was buried by Duncan.
Well, that's not a surprise. This guy's been doing work down there in the low post.
Fisher has it. To George. Pump fakes. Outside. To Walton. And that's his first takeaway of the game.
The Lakers are giving up the ball right now. Well, right along with the game. The turnovers this game for them have been brutal.
Now left wing. Here comes the double team. Splits it with a pass. Cook takes flight. Can't stop the run. Duncan will head to the bench. Kobe comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. can't sink the first. He misses them both. An extra effort rebound by Willis. To Nesterovic. Turkoglu shoots from the post. Forget about it. To Carter. Received by Turkoglu. Beyond the arc. Couldn't buy a basket that trip down.
Not to be derogatory in any fashion, but this guy just took a 23-footer, and that's probably 22 feet out of his range.
Dumps it off. To Fisher. Pass caught by Bryant. 6 seconds to shoot to stop the drought.
Watch how a real man does his thing here.
The Spurs with the ball, but they're down double digits.
Fakes to Turkoglu. Caught by Nesterovic. Grabbed by Turkoglu. Jab steps.
Clock down to 6.
Pump fakes.
Turkoglu
High off the glass.
Turkoglu
10 points by the fourth-year man out of Turkey.
This isn't a guy who normally goes out there and makes a lot of fancy moves. The D wasn't expecting it, and that's precisely why it worked.
To Bryant. Stolen.
Anthony Carter is going to scrape and claw to create turnovers. Doesn't matter whether you're up or down.
Taking the length of the court, but missed by Carter. Tipped up, but not in by Nesterovic. A ton of opportunities, and it's finally made by Willis.
The Spurs, they're hanging in there with second chance points, but that's not going to cut it all by itself.
The Lakers bring it up. They're shooting 60% from the floor.
Fisher is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Mercer will leave the floor. Malone
Looks fresh coming back on the floor. He can't get the first. He misses them both. Rebounded inside by Willis. To Turkoglu. Received by Turkoglu. To Willis. Here comes the double team.
If it's ESPN basketball, you know we're going to give you the best replays.
Just over 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. To Bryant. Inside. Malone takes it to the rim. Drops it in on the layup.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
Parker brings it up, and he's 0 out of his last 6 shots from the floor.
Parker is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Turkoglu will come off the floor.
Payton comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. He gets the first of 2. He's off on the second. Easily rebounded by O'Neal. To Bryant. Kobe with the step back. Kobe sizing up his man. 7 on the shot clock. Denied. And it's corralled by Walton. To Payton. Walton shoots with the clock winding down. 10 rebounds by the 6-year man out of Slovenia. Ginobili pops it up from 9. Knocked off course. The Lakers are holding on to the lead. 119 to 115. Payton off the glass, and the Lakers will keep it after it's knocked out of bounds.
Substitution for the Lakers.
Payton goes with a crossover.
Straight past his man here on this replay, and he laid it in for the deuce. That was nice.
The Spurs can trim this lead down and bring it close with a bucket here. Bowen sails in.
Just picked up number 21 with that bucket.
Nice basket. You gotta love close games, and this one's gonna be close down to the wire.
Payton with an assist here. He'll have 10 assists on the night.
He gets the first of two. He's off on the second.
Knocked down by Willis.
To Ginobili. Ginobili takes the quick shot. Misses the jumper. Got his own rebound and then drained by Ginobili.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points. By getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Kobe leaves the ground. The two-handed jam.
Forget about the plain old vanilla dunks. This guy does not do a jam unless he's... going to get the gluteus maximus off the seat.
Just over 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The layup was dropped in by Parker.
The Spurs, they've had some nice minutes from the bench tonight, Fitz, and it's always nice when you can go to the bench for some production.
Parker gets called for blocking, and that'll be his second foul of the game. Kobe gets aggressive. Rejected hard. It's knocked away. It's stolen. Malone, and he comes away with his third pickpocket tonight.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
Good for the three-point play.
It's a 6-point game.
To Ginobili. Ginobili shoots, bounces long, but in.
The Spurs, they're lighting up the twine today. If they can keep this up, they should be able to pull away.
He's doubled up. Kobe shoots from the post. Can't capitalize. Count that last jumper by O'Neal.
That's what makes an offense flow. Good execution and smart shots.
To Ginobili. Caught by Willis. Pump fakes. Parker releases from close range. No worries.
Once this guy gets free on the inside, he's a handful.
Payton brings it up. He's shooting 58% from the floor. Kobe, one-on-one. Kobe Bryant commits the charge, and that'll be his second foul of the game. Parker
Can pick up his 20th point this trip down.
to Bowen. Pass right wing. Fades. Plucked out of the sky by O'Neal. Lays it right in. Parker takes it up court, and he's 3 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. To Ginobili. The J was off the mark by Ginobili.
That one just looked a little off when he released it.
Kobe shoots.
When you're this good, you're able to wreak all kinds of havoc on the D. The J was just there for the taking.
And the Spurs are behind here, 133 to 125. Ginobili releases from the stripe, misses the jumper. Willis scores his 8th point of the period. He has a total of 12 so far.
This guy is smoking. If they're smart, they'll keep feeding him the ball.
It's blocked, and it's sent out of bounds. Back to Malone. Pass caught by Malone. To Fox. Dumps it off. 5 on the shot clock. Kobe sails in, has the basket, and has 9 points so far this quarter. He's got 37 in the game. To Willis. Willis pulls the trigger from 8. Nope. Deflected and gathered by Malone.
The big fella has been an intimidator today. Everything you take at the rim, he just throws it the other way.
Kobe gets it right back after the block. Kobe commits the charge in. That is his 3rd foul so far.
Easy call for the ref there. The defender had his feet set and took the charge.
Willis will leave the floor. To Ginobili. Nesterovic takes the quick shot. Rejected hard. Shaq glides in. Bounces long and won't fall. The Lakers were the last ones to get a piece of it before it heads out of bounds. To Parker. Parker shoots. Doesn't get it all the way there.
The Lakers are winning the battle of the boards, but are losing the battle that really counts. That's the one on the scoreboard. They need to get it going. I dug this play in real time. I'm digging it even more in the replay. Fitz, they got themselves into trouble earlier in the game, and it looks like this one's going to be just out of reach.
To Parker to cut it to single digits. Not there for him.
Ori is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get 2 from the line.
This drought is taking them right out of the game. It's going to be very, very difficult to catch up.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. Manu Ginobili with the personal. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus, however, and we'll go to the line. Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. The Spurs take it up. They're shooting 20% from beyond the arc. Now by Ginobili. The ball's loose. The Spurs will get the ball back after it sails out of bounds. Parker puts it up off the inbound. Can't get it. Shaq gets called for the reach, and that will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Close, but too much contact. You're going to draw a foul with that one every time.
Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. "20 seconds here in the game. Kobe is looking to do something with it. Kobe uses the glass.
Check this guy out. I don't think anyone has a better crossover than he does.
To Parker, a fake pass there. Ori unloads from deep 3-point range. Nice rebound by the 19-year man out of Louisiana Tech. That'll do it for us. Your final score for tonight's ball game, 141 to 131. That was a great matchup we just watched. Let's check the storyline with Tom Tolbert. Tommy, take it away.
Why, thank you, Fitz. The Lakers had a decided advantage in the paint tonight. They just took it to them time after time. And I'll tell you what, when you can dominate in the paint like that, that's usually going to end up being the difference.
Well, that about tells the tale, Tom. We also don't want to forget the MVP. Shaq is our ESPN Player of the Game, and winds up with a total of 28 points and 11 rebounds. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
It's the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. Welcome aboard. We'll begin with the Nets, who got the W to move to 4-1 on the year. Up in the Great White North, we had the Mavericks win by 4. And last but not least, we had the Lakers win by 10. It's time to give out our daily award. Karl Malone was the very definition of a baller today. That's the kind of game any coach would be proud of. You know, there's going to be days where nothing is working right. Here on ESPN, we call that the iron unkind. Lamont Murray had a tough go of it out there on the floor. I'm not sure he was ever really into the flow. That's it for the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. We'll see you soon.
Make way, here I come, barging in. I'm the best of